My name is Charlie Coker. I'm the athletic director and head football coach here at Rains ISD. My dad was a coach for 46 years. My mom was a teacher. I grew up basically in the field house. I knew the pros and the cons of coaching, so I was trying not to be a coach, but I knew that that was my calling after trying a couple other terrible jobs. I started coaching at Sulphur Springs in 2006. I've been at Sulphur Springs, I've been at Mod, I've been at Rains for 1 year in 2012. I've been at Crosby near Houston. I've been at Tyler Chapel Hill, and then back to Rains. Okay, this will be my 17th year coaching that I'm going into now. I didn't start until I was 26 years old. I had my kids at a young age, so I had to work when my wife was at home, and then I was able to go back to school and finish. Well, I went to high school in Lone Oak, and so I was familiar with Rains. And one of my buddies, Derek Smith, got the head job at Rains in 2012. And so he wanted me to come be his defensive coordinator, and that was my first stint at Rains, was that year. My favorite thing about coaching is definitely people and relationships. I've always loved sports, so obviously that's a big part of it. But I think as I've gotten into it and grown as a coach, that it comes down to dealing with coaches, dealing with people and parents and the community, and at the end of the day, it's a people business. That's what I enjoy the most about it. Being a coach, you get to deal more, you have your position, you have your different teams you coach, your different sports you coach, and so you get to build really strong, good relationships with your group of kids. On the administration side of it, being an athletic director, you deal with the business side of it more, and that side's not as fun, but you get to grow coaches, and you get to impact kids through the growth of the coaches that you're dealing with on a day-to-day. And of course, you also get your relationships with your kids also. So you get to kind of do both sides of it when you're an administrator. Something that most kids wouldn't know about me, I don't know. I think if we're talking about hobbies or something like that, my hobbies are coaching. When you're a coach, you're at the school. When I'm at home, I'm asleep usually. I'm up here on Saturdays. A lot of Sundays I'm here. And then I'm here almost every evening. You know, Wednesday night's my day. I get to go home and get off a little bit early, I guess you could say. But I play golf. I'm not real good at it, but I definitely play. I like working out. I like eating. I like eating better than I like working out. And then I would say, like, interesting fact about me, maybe, I don't know. One of them is probably that the first time I got on the airplane, I jumped out of it. That's pretty crazy. And then another one is we did a study in my church in Crosby where we were going to start writing a book of the Bible. We started with 1 John, and it was called Servants and Scribes. There's actually a Facebook page about it. But anyway, so I started thinking about it. I'd read the Bible a few times. I'm a Christian first before I'm anything else, before I'm a coach, before I'm a husband, before I'm a father, I'm a Christian. And so I just got a wild thought of I'm just going to make my own handwritten copy of the Bible. So I did that, so that's another kind of crazy thing about me. Well, if I couldn't coach football, I actually played baseball in college. And so I guess that is a crazy fact also, is that I played college baseball. In high school, let me back up just a little bit. High school, I was football, baseball, track. And then I played college baseball. I got an opportunity to go to Tarleton and play baseball. I did that. But I never coached baseball, even though that was my college sport. I actually got the way my career was formed, I was more of a football, basketball guy and not playing basketball. But then I was actually offered the head basketball job at Rains the year I was here. I didn't take it, but I was the JV coach and we went undefeated in district, so had a good run there. But you know, just being around a dad that was an athletic director and in sports my whole life, I felt like I had knowledge of pretty much every sport, if that makes sense. I think going the athletic route is very important to someone that's considering it, because there's lessons you learn in athletics that you don't learn in a classroom or in other areas of your life. And that's one thing I love about sports. At the end of the day, people don't remember the wins and losses over time. You know, I won a state championship as a football coach. Nobody comes up and talks to me about that, you know, on a yearly, monthly, weekly basis or anything like that. And so the wins and losses, they'll fade away quickly, but the relationships you build with people, the perseverance, teamwork, hard work, how to deal with success, how to deal with failure, those are a lot of things you might learn in the athletic arena that you don't learn in other areas. And so I think it's important for kids to be involved. If it's not sports, involved in some type of extracurricular activity. And it may not be sports for you, it might be something like band, it could be, there's a lot of opportunities available. Ag, there's a lot of opportunities available in a high school, but I think it's important you get involved in your school and you find something that you enjoy and you pursue that area. Words of wisdom I would give, I would say one of my big ones is be a thermostat, don't be a thermometer. So basically what that means is don't let your circumstances around you affect who you are and how you always react to the situation. That comes from inside of you. So when you go into a room, you should be able to change the temperature of that room or the environment of that room based off who you are, not going into there and let that change you. And that carries over to all aspects of your life. You know, you be an influence on others. Don't let everybody always influence you in a negative way. So there's a saying that Coach Oak said in football a lot. There was a joke that it's 60 degrees and sunny. And so what that meant was when it's 110 outside, what he would say is it's 60 and sunny. When it's 30 degrees outside, he would say it's 60 and sunny. So not letting all the external factors affect you internally, your emotions and your decisions you make and things like that. Another thing I'd say is be a leader. Don't be scared to be different than everybody else. Don't go along with the crowd, because you can make a decision at a young age that will affect you the rest of your life in a negative way. So staying away from those bad decisions, making good decisions, staying the course, persevering. There's going to be tough times you go through. There's going to be good times, but in the end, it's all good. I would say my final word of advice is seek God and find out who Jesus is. Thanks for learning about me today. I'm Coach Coker, Code Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.